I am from a remote village in those days, Tanjore district. It is known as Kandidambete village. It is in Mannargudi taluk. My father was a farmer. My mother was a housewife. We used to work in the kheti. So I studied in my village school, which is a government school. Very good teachers. The teachers who lived in the village, who used to follow you up, who used to come to your house, who used to ask the parents how your son is doing. If you don't go one day to the school, they will come to the house. I can't explain that. See, my entire grooming started when I was in the first standard. You can't imagine in the school, it is a big village. There is a small compartment on the land they used to make for the children. And they used to say, this is your kheti. No, this is your field, now you harvest anything. So we used to put vendi, we used to do that, and it used to be used for the midday meal. That kind of teachers. The teachers used to give small chit and call the parents, and we used to mug up. So in those days we don't know the meaning. We used to read, mug up, practice. And the title of that speech was, I am a revolutionary. And then even somewhere if you feel, and then I started to go to a small library in our village. My village was rich of books. So that way reading habit started for me, voracious reading. Fine, after 5th we went to the next village, Alangote. There up to 8th standard. It was one of the finest school in the country. Fine, 8th standard was over. So now for 9th you have to go to a town, Mannargudi. See, in those days the transportation facility, all those facilities were not there. So I said, I want to go for 9th standard. My father said, no, either cattle, just look after the cattle. I said, no, I want to read. He did not allow, and when I cried, he gave me good beating. So then I ran away on that. And I ran away and I joined an orphanage. The conditions in the orphanage did not allow me, to read in the night and all. Crowd of 100 people and all. So, and again I got into bad companies. So I failed in 10th standard. I got only 8 marks in mathematics. Again, I ran away from there. Because now you can't go back to even home or anywhere in any case. Ran to Chennai, small hotel in bus stand, Kodambakam. I worked there. Now I become a very happy man. You can eat as much as you can. Job is also not very technical. You have to only clean the table and keep it clean, and whatever they eat, take it and wash it and keep it. That's with now I got 6 months experience, With that I went to Vega restaurant, tourist home, just opposite that Egmore railway station. You see, I was in a very impressionable age and good looking and healthy. The moment I went, sir, I want a job. He said, what job you can do? Sir, I can clean table and wash plates. He said, okay, go on job. I wanted to do a Pandit course, for which I went to Mannargudi town. There I saw the board, joined the army. So I went there to see how Faujis are. Subedar Major was standing there, all of them were standing there, hardly any people. So he saw me, he said, hey, come here gentlemen, come here. Why didn't you join the army? I just looked at him. See, you will have 3 days mutton. You will travel all over India and you will get 79 rupees salary and very big status. Now the status really clicked on me. But I could not take any decision. He said, come, stand. He took my measurement and everything. And he said, this is your ticket. And now go to Nasik. Again, I went back on posting. The 10 years is over in the military people, you have to keep on traveling here and transferring. I went there. So on one of the occasions when I came to Pune, I met our director, Dr. Jar Juda. He said, hey, what are you doing? I am in the army. He said, the hell, you have done triple post-graduation. What are you doing in the army? I should get a job now to come out. He asked me, would you like to join me? I said, sir, yes, sir. So that's how the journey started. When I came here on a leave, I came. And I was presented before Dr. S.P. Mujumdar. He saw the CV. He said, join straight away.
First time in my life I met Bala Sir in the year 1985. And the occasion was, I was a visiting faculty for Symbiosis Institute of Business Management. And there was a separate batch which is called as the defense batch. Bala Sir took admission for MPM program, that is the Masters in Personal Management program. The Bala Sir was very, very sincere, committed, taking ownership as far as his role as a student is concerned at the MPM program. Bala Sir stood first in the Pune University merit list. And it is not only that, he has rewarded two different types of the appreciation which is given, one by the university, another one is by the Symbiosis. After completing this particular program, the Bala Sir never stopped his education. He has also completed the other program in management with IMDR. He has also completed the one program which is related with MA Political Science. Professor Dr. Mujumdar has very keenly observed Bala Sir in this 4 semesters program. And immediately after passing, the Mujumdar Sir has offered him that why you are not joining to Symbiosis, because you are now at the flag end of your service. And then Bala Sir had joined the SIBM, but within a short period of time, the Bala Sir has got the opportunity to become the director of the Management Institute, which is a distinguished management institute in the nation, which is called as Symbiosis Institute of Management Sciences, particularly for defense personnel only.
First time in the old Aggression building, at this point of time, I cannot forget Dr. Suresh Chandrapati. He was the only one person those days with Bala Sir. सुरेश सर का साइकिल के पीछे बैठ के बाला सर ने गया वो स्कूल देखने के लिए। देखो हाथ में कुछ नहीं है, they are nothing in their hand. Bala sir used to tell me a story. Only Suresh sir and Bala sir, they are sitting in the 450 square feet rented accommodation. And Bala sir, सुरेश सर को पूछा, सुरेश इंडिया में सबसे बड़ा इंस्टीट्यूशन कौन सा है, मैनेजमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट कौन सा है? सुरेश सर ने बोला IIM अहमदाबाद। ओके, बाला सर ने कपड़ा निकाला, एक पेपर निकाला, उसमें वाइट पेपर में IIM लिखा, उसके नीचे ऐसे एक मार्क मार के एम ऊपर डाला, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मॉडर्न मैनेजमेंट। एंड रात को खाना खा रहे थे, चावल निकाला, उसके पीछे लगा दिया, दरवाजे में लगा दिया और बोला सुरेश इंस्टीट्यूट स्टार्टेड। So this was the beginning, and they started a distance learning department in the year 1998. Then, as I told you earlier, Suresh sir took him in his bicycle to Aggression College. There they started this IIM institution in 1999, full-time batches.
When I got married, we were on a rented campus. So it was a school in the mornings, and in the evenings it would become an MBA school. And this campus was being built at that point. We just had these two academic buildings and the hostel buildings coming up. And that was the point where he was very keen that particular year that we have placements going on in this campus. He wanted to showcase whatever was in the campus. And so he called all of us one day to his bedroom and he said, you know what, I will have to go there because I have my kids there. They are my kids and I will have to make sure that they are placed well. So we were very, very apprehensive. We were very nervous because he was 60 years old and he was talking about going and staying alone while his family would be here. And he said probably 15 days And well, that stretched to 15 years, 16 years, 17 long years in the campus. And this was his life, this place. Right here in the middle of his students was the place that made him the most happy person. This was his home, his happy place. And that's how he lived. Like any other hostelite, simple. He had one cot in his room, and he needed his TV and his remote, his stash of newspapers. That was him. That was all he ever required. Another great memory that I have of him was newly married, 4 months into the marriage, and we had to celebrate his 60th birthday. So to celebrate that, we decided maybe as a family to go to Singapore. And I was very amazed to know that it was his first holiday ever. In his whole life, he had never been on a holiday. So that was like, so I was always, very, very in awe of him. I think also frightened of him like most students were. But that was when I really grew to know him. That trip was when I grew to know who Bala Sir was as a human being. Very jovial. He would hum along singing old Tamil songs for his wife, and I was giggling through the trip. But having said that, he did not want to go. He was not the sightseeing person. He was more than happy sitting, on a stone ledge underneath a banyan tree in the botanical garden in Singapore, and with his newspaper and lying down, and he would be like, okay, I'll go see what you want to go. See whatever you have to. And that was him. Very simple. He lived a very simple life, and he was just the big man for everybody else. For us at home, he was simple old lovely appa. So, yeah.
From a society which began its operations from a small 400 square feet rented room 25 years ago to a massive self-owned 21-acre campus.
From just one IIMM, the flagship institute, to more than 10 institutes today, with a team of 500 plus faculties, both full-time and visiting, 200 plus staff members, and a strong base of over 20,000 alumni, the journey truly has been magnificent. Today, Sri Balaji University Pune's Management Institutes, Balaji Institute of Modern Management BIMM, Balaji Institute of Technology and Management BITM, Balaji Institute of International Business BIIB, and Balaji Institute of Management and Human Resource Development BIMHRD are ranked as among the most elite management schools in India.
This is our 25th Foundation Day, the Silver Jubilee. Let us reflect on this beautiful journey, and on that note, Sri Balaji University Pune, but its primary body was Sri Balaji Society, was formed. It was formed, established, given birth, founded by our dynamic Dr. Professor Colonel A. Bala Subramanian. And as I stand today, I am really fondly remembering him, missing him. And only one word which comes into my mind is thank you, Bala Sir, for creating all of us. Thank you, Bala Sir, for creating Sri Balaji Society. Thank you, Bala Sir, for creating the university. Thank you, Bala Sir, for impacting so many of our lives.
I vividly remember him saying, his words were, Sanjay, don't work for me, but work with me. That shows the professional relationship and the lifelong bond I had with Bala Sir.
We must remember, we must honor the memories of the creator and the founder, Bala Sir. So all of us owe this to him. Sir envisioned this, he created this, and here today we are part of this very grand institution.
The significant developments that have taken place since the organization's inception.
Today, we fondly remember the founder, Chancellor of Sri Balaji University Pune, our beloved Bala Sir, who's grown from our side but never from our hearts, whose spirits and teachings continue to live on in each one of us.
It is no wonder that the student managers of Sri Balaji University, Pune are able to attain their goals of becoming good and valued corporate citizens with the help of the mantras discipline, dedication, and determination. And problems are opportunities, which have been given by the founder, president, and chancellor, our beloved Bala Sir.